Lights, camera, action! Let's start the show! Here's a little advice from me to help your story unfold. You guys, today we are in episode 18 and we are going to be talking about Get Ready With Me. I'm proposing to her today. This is the groom's perspective on getting ready for the day of the proposal. So today is the day of the proposal. This is planning your wedding, planning for marriage, dating for marriage the right way, not the way that the world has been tricking all of us and telling us how to do all this, okay? So those of you that are watching this, hopefully you are somebody that has been wanting to plan your wedding the right way from the beginning, starting at like 14 years old, you guys. Like, we went all the way back. Okay, so go back and start with episode 1. This is now episode 18, and we've now fast forwarded to the age in which you are engaged or getting engaged. Okay, so not everybody is going to get engaged at the same time, as you guys have heard me talk about over here. And it's a different wedding planning series style. Most people start with the engagement or the proposal, and then they kind of like tell their love story from there, rather than doing what I'm helping you to do, which is starting at age 14-year-old you, and what it's like to plan your wedding even at 14, before you even know the person that you're going to get married to, before you've ever even been proposed to. And now we fast forwarded. Now we are in episode 18. This is so exciting. We are talking about the groom's perspective on Get Ready With Me. I'm proposing to her today. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of like what I feel like and think that the groom can do to like help him on that day. Okay. So if you got some advice, if you have some advice on like what the groom could do on this day to make things smooth or to keep him calm or just anything, guys, this is our advice column, okay? It's not just your content creator's advice column. So remember that. If you've got some wealth of information that you would like to share, please do. Don't hold back, okay? So let's get into this. Let's get into our notes. I love the people out there who do take them, because I know I'm a note taker. I like to have notes for everything. So it helps me throughout my day to think. So anyone else out there who enjoys taking notes, feel free to take notes on the things that I am sharing with you all. And like I said, just remember that this is a community for us to build and to grow with together. And so that like you're not just coming here being like a silent watcher and take, but that you're also getting out there and like sharing some of your like wisdom and advice as well. Okay, so all right, first of all, stay calm, groom. Groom to be, stay calm, chill out, take a deep breath. You're getting engaged! Okay, yes, I know. You're about to become a fiance. This is very, very exciting. You have waited so long for this. We've talked about how to do this the right way. You've had some good advice along the way. Hopefully from me, as well as your mentor, your couple mentor, and also whoever could be counseling you during this time of your life. Okay? So hopefully it's not just been just you and the girl that you've been dating for marriage, that you guys have been the only listening ears in each other's ear. Hopefully you've been doing your group dating and all this good stuff. No solo dates for the two of you. You always need to be in that group setting and stuff like that. And if you don't know what I mean, go back and watch episodes 1 through 17 to help you, okay? Let's go about this groom's checklist that might help him a little bit on the day of. It's not much of a like checklist as it is like a check-in with yourself as the groom, and just kind of make sure that these things are like in play and in order before you're like, okay, I'm going to propose to her today. What do I need to do? Hopefully you did watch the prep for the proposal. I did that in episode 17. But now we're on the day of the proposal itself. All right, call your photographer, call your content creator. So hopefully you've like put in place someone. Like if you don't have any money and you're doing this on a budget, you're doing DIY style, hopefully you ask a friend, a family friend, somebody. I know my honeydew, he asked our couple's mentor to be there, and the wife couldn't come, but the husband did, and so he was the one, there, taking all the footage. So make sure that you have somebody. They don't have to be super professional. Actually, the more raw that the content is, the more believable, the more, like, I feel like it's more authentic. It's going to be, when you go back and look at it, it's going to make you smile more than, like, the professional photographer and professional videographer work does. So, like, hiring a content creator brings that, like, raw feel to the day. Like, it's hard to capture moments when you've got these big pieces of equipment, like, in your face or, like, just around with, the big equipment, the big tripods, all this other stuff. So having a content creator does kind of like alleviate stress. It does. It alleviates your stress. It alleviates just all of it, the drama of all of this stuff, the cords and all these things around. So hire yourself a content creator. That is what I do. That's why I know so much about it. It's my expertise. I love what I do. It's very exciting being out there with a cell phone lens, and that way, like, we're able to capture moments quicker and easier. And not only that, but our footage is really able to be used quicker onto social media because it's not such big files. A lot of times when you want video of something, you hire a videographer and it takes them months to get it back to you because the files are so big. But when you hire a content creator, it's way less, of all of that. And so you get everything back in 1 to 2 days because you're going to have unedited footage like in less than a day. And then some edited stuff that you might want, you'll get back in 2 days. So as a content creator, I create either a live stream for you for people who couldn't be there for your proposal, right? You might want to do a live stream. That could be amazing. That could be a fun little twist on the proposal style thing. Rather than having everybody there, you live stream it so that they can see it. Another thing is I also capture videos and pictures. So yes, you could hire a professional photographer for like having those, the professional quality pictures and stuff like that to go on your wall and albums and things like that. But for just your social media and getting things back like right away and being able to post on social right away, hire a content creator because then you're going to have all that you want right away. And it's easy to find us too. It's so easy to find us. With me, I'm on Google Maps. Obviously, you're watching this video, so you can just reach out to me by email, yourcontentcreator@yahoo.com. So, yeah, or you're listening to it by podcast. So, the next thing as the groove is that you want to go ahead and contact family members or friends who are helping you to get your sweet honey to the venue, okay? So, whoever is helping to get her there, if it's you, then go over, like, what you've put in place. Like, go over in your mind, okay, I told her I was going to pick her up at this time and that we were going to be going straight to dinner or we were going to be going to, see a theater show, whatever it might be. Maybe you're going to a basketball game and they're going to announce it on the Jumbotron. I don't know. Whatever you put into play here, like I said, do a little research because there's so much out there that you could do to plan this out and make it special, okay? The engagement itself lasts a while, right? Depending on how long you guys want to be engaged. The wedding itself lasts anywhere from, if it's a courthouse wedding, that's way short. But if it's like a micro wedding or whatever, it's anything or a big wedding. It's anywhere from 2 hours to like 8 to 12 hours. I've seen weddings go on for like ever, right? So, but when you think about the proposal, that's very short. That's very, very short. It doesn't last very long. So make it memorable, gentlemen. Make it memorable. Make it something that is going to stick out to her, for years and years and decades to come. Her grandchildren will be able to watch this, y'all's grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and stuff like that. I wouldn't skip out on hiring someone for video or having a friend or family do video. A lot of people just get pictures. I would also do video. Video captures a little bit more to me than just a picture can. Picture does say 1,000 words, I know, but video gives 1,000,000,000 words. So I would definitely make sure that you have somebody in place for that. The next thing is make sure that you have the ring. Oh man, you can't forget the ring, okay? Don't forget the ring. So make sure that you have the ring on you, or, you've put it in a place where it's going to be easily accessible. Don't forget about the ring. Don't forget about the ring. So make sure you have that. Make sure that you have your outfit. Make sure you have your outfit, that it's good to go. Make sure you know what you're wearing. If it's casual, keep it casual. Don't go crazy. Like, you don't need to be wearing like a tuxedo for the engagement if it's not that kind of, proposal. So you don't want to show up to, I don't know, the basketball game scenario wearing a tuxedo. I guess you could. I guess technically for that one you could wear. I guess you could. I don't know. That's really up to you. That's really up to you. But hopefully you've already chosen your theme, your outfit, and also she's got kind of an idea of, like I said, you gotta be good at this, especially if you're surprising her, and you may have needed to get help along the way. So talk to your reinforcement people, talk to the people that you decided that were going to help you in all of this. If you were doing one of those like flash mobs, or like there's companies out there that will help you to plan out your engagement and do the engagement or the proposal for you, reach out to them on the day of and be like, hey, are we all good to go? Everything's all set, and to make sure I have her at the spot, blah, blah, blah. I actually got to be in a flash mob for a dance, and so it was for a marriage proposal, and it was so much fun. It was for Bruno Mars. It was very, very exciting, and they had this big sign that said she said yes. So that's another great idea for anybody that wants to do like the flash mob thing. There's a lot of different ways to propose. There's like the staged picnics on the beach. There's all kind of people that can help you to put something in place. You could take a cruise. They can just have dinner for two, stuff like that, and then you propose to her there on like a day cruise or something. I think we mentioned that in our last video. But do a little research and kind of like do something that fits both of y'all's personality. I wouldn't just go all crazy and do something that's just totally unlike you guys, and now you're on a farm and doing some crazy stuff. Like, I don't know. Like I said, like in the last one, I was like, don't be on a hot air balloon and you both hate heights. That's just insane. So, yeah, try to keep it to something that you both are really, really going to like enjoy. Okay? You both are going to enjoy. Alright, so make sure you do that. You have your outfit ready. The next thing that you want to do is have a plan for afterwards. So after the entire, like you proposed and all that good stuff, have something planned for afterwards. She's going to be so excited. You're going to be so full of excitement. And so to just now, both of you just kind of go home and go your separate ways, like, you could, but I would say try to have something that you guys can like just celebrate together, even if it's just the two of you, where you guys just go out to the restaurant and you go and eat, and it's just the two of you, and that's really special too, because you get to talk about a lot of things. I know that my honeydew, like, he took me to go and have dessert and an appetizer, and we talked about, it was just us two, and our mentor had went home after that, and so like we went to go just to talk and celebrate and bask in everything, and he mentioned that he wanted to have the wedding on his actual birthday. So I thought this was an amazing idea. This was awesome. But that means I only have 5 minutes 5 minutes, 5 months, not 5 minutes. That's hilarious. I only have 5 months to plan the wedding. We only had 5 months because we were going to be doing it together. I can't say because we did it all together. I was so thankful that he wanted to be involved. Little scrims all wanted to be involved. And so, yeah, I was just very, very, very thankful for him and the fact that like he was like, okay, let's go hang out, let's go celebrate. And I was like, all right. And so your celebration doesn't have to look like that for just the two of you. If you want to do like a proposal announcement celebration party where it's like you already have your family, her family, your friends, both from both of your friends, both sides, and you guys want to do a little party celebration like right then and there of the proposal, or maybe like you had a big party or something and like maybe it's like New Year's or a holiday or it's like one of your birthdays. And so like during that party or celebration, you propose to her in front of everybody. Like that's a thing too, you guys. So it's up to you. Like I said, you have to figure this out on like what you want to do. But definitely after the proposal itself happens, like after she says yes, hopefully she says yes. Hopefully she says yes. And you put that ring on her finger. Right afterwards, you guys can kind of like bask in it together and celebrate together. Okay. So, one thing that I'd like to mention is this was all talking about getting ready for the proposal on the day of from the groom's perspective, right? From the lady's perspective, you have no clue if this is going on, if this is a surprise proposal. You may start feeling like, oh, this could happen any day. He's already like taking me to get the size of my ring. I heard that he talked to my dad and my mom. And so you already probably are getting like, okay, any day he would be proposing to me. So what you could be doing is just doing what you always do, making sure that you're looking good, smelling good, feeling good, okay? Every day. It doesn't need to be, oh, I just need to get my nails done today. Like, even if you don't paint them and stuff like that, like, I don't paint my nails, right? I used to, but I don't paint my nails. I find it to be kind of like a waste. But I do keep them, like, manicured, clean, fresh, filed, all the good things, right? Like, every day. So, you want to be keeping that up, ladies. You want to make sure that your hair is clean every day and fresh. You've got a nice little do going on every day, right? Every day. This isn't just like, oh, he didn't tell me, so I didn't have time to look my best. You should be looking your best every day. Every day you should have on a fresh outfit, something nice that you feel comfortable and fabulous in every day. Every day. I do that for myself. I'm not doing it for everybody else's approval. I'm doing it for my own approval. I like to look fabulous for me. So make sure that you are taking the time to do that, ladies, and that you don't, get caught off guard and just being rushed somewhere, and then boom, he proposes, and you feel like, oh no, I look terrible. I feel like that's why so many people have to go and have like a separated engagement photo shoot. Like now they're engaged, and now they're like, oh, we have to have like a separate engagement shoot, and they pretend like they're getting proposed to again. You guys have seen those pictures. You guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like people have to do that because they're not always looking their best every day and feeling their best and feeling fabulous. So then that day comes around and it's like they feel like they got to redo it. They feel like they got to redo it. So get that in your head that every day you should be looking good, feeling good, smelling good, okay? Every day. So, now if this is a planned proposal, not really my favorite. I love surprises, but if it's your thing that you have to have all control and you want a planned proposal, you know what's going on. You guys have already planned out what your day of is going to look like. You already know what's happening, so you guys can run with that and sit down with that and everything. But I get super super excited about the surprise for everything. Like I said, I love surprises. I love surprises. I always have loved them, and the planned stuff is just so fake to me. Like, it's just fake. And so, but if that's your thing and that's what you like, then that's what you like. And so, you guys already know what to do. You guys already planned it all out. You guys are doing it together. So it's not the same as those that are doing like the surprise and he's got to get her there and he's got to figure everything out. Like, ah! So getting to go through all that is just so awesome. Okay. Now, once you're at the venue itself, you have her there. Just take a deep breath, just calm down, drink some water, okay? And just remember that this is what the two of you want. You have talked about this. You have totally prepped yourselves. You like, as far as like talking about things and having counseling, and many of you have even prayed for this. I know we prayed. We had prayed for years that the right person would come along in our lives. And so many of you have prayed for this moment. And so here it is. Here it is. It's the day of the marriage proposal. Enjoy it. Bask in it. Try to remember it. I know that, like, for me, I went into complete shock. So I remembered, like, hardly anything. It was in my favorite place in the entire Las Vegas. And so, like, it was just a lot. It was a lot for me to like try to consume and take in, and like I feel my environment very, very like well. Like I'm one of those people that's like very like I can just feel things, right? And so being in that place that I love so much with all of like the flowers everywhere and like the ambiance of it all, and then now my honeydew is like getting down on one knee and proposing to me. It was like a dream come true. It was a fairy tale. I literally went into complete and utter shock. Okay? So just know that it could happen. It could happen, and that's all right. It's okay. Enjoy that. Enjoy that moment, and you know, you may never get it back again. So just embrace it, okay? Embrace those feelings. Allow yourself to feel. And that goes for both the man and the lady. And just do that, okay? Now, something that we're going to talk about in one of our later episodes is something called a budget binder. Kind of pivoting here. I know. Kind of pivoting. But we're going to be talking about a budget binder. And that budget binder is going to talk about like everything for the budget. Now, so far, the only thing that has gone into the budget binder as of now is the groom preparing for the house. So remember, we did talk about that in all the episodes leading up to here, from episodes 1 through 17, that when the gentleman was like 14 years old, he's talking to his dad. He's talking about like my future wife. Obviously, he's not engaged or married or anything at that time. He's 14 years old. But we talked about how he's talking to the father and like they're getting things together for that, right? And so, yeah, so that's the only thing that's gone into the budget binder so far, is that like the expense, the cost of what that looks like, of either buying a house, hopefully you're able to, building a house, hopefully that's even better, you don't have to buy someone else's house. And then also, if you couldn't do any of that just from age 14 years old and on, it was just impossible, there was nothing, everything was out of your control, then like hopefully you've at least saved up a year or two of being able to afford an apartment for rent, and you already know where that is, what that looks like, and you're ready to go with that financially. And so that amount will go in the budget binder. The next thing that's going to go into the budget binder is going to be this, which is the groom. The groom, once again, you have the next expense, which is going to be the engagement ring. You're going to have the proposal venue. So if you are going to have this at a proposal and not like at your parents' house or in a park or a garden, there's so many places you can go that are completely free to propose to her. But if you did decide to do a venue, this would be an optional cost that you might have. If you decide to hire a photographer rather than just having a friend do it, this is another expense. Wedding content creators, so you can have more of that social media style wedding content, more like the photos and videos quickly and sooner. That's going to be another expense. That one is not very expensive though, just so that you know. For something like this, it's only an hour or two of service, and so it's not going to be that expensive to you. If you wanted to live stream it as well, you could potentially have a cost for the live stream. And then If for some reason you didn't have like an outfit to wear, you would have to throw this cost into the budget binder too. And then you have food or an activity to do at the proposal. So say like if you were going to do more of that like celebration afterwards or doing or however you want to do the proposal, you may have to put in the cost of food or an activity, things like that. So you can see how this could start adding up for the groom when it comes to like expenses here. Something that I want to leave you guys all with is a little bit of special advice. Just because now you are engaged, it's finally happened. Please remember that this doesn't mean that you guys now go start moving in with one another. You guys now start sleeping over at each other's houses. You guys now start being in each other's homes without any accountability people there. You know, your parents aren't there. Your counselors aren't there. Don't do that. Don't do that, you guys. Still keep to that mindset of we are dating for marriage. Now we are engaged. Now we are fiancéed for marriage. So don't go and like break that just because he's now put a ring on your finger, ladies. Don't just be like, well, you know, we're getting married soon, so it's okay that we start playing house. Obviously, those are not the words you're going to say, but I'm just letting you know, like, don't think that now this gives you like a ticket to do that if you're trying to date for marriage the right way. Like I said, you don't have to take my advice on any of this. This is just giving people advice who want to date for marriage the right way, okay? So, and they want to do better. They want to do better. So you know what? The next generation comes along, their kids, their nieces, their nephews, and they're able to say, hey, listen to this. This is what we did. And it's like now people finally have like an example and mentorship to look up to, other than like, no, like we didn't do any of that. Like we moved in together. We, you know, we're sleeping together, this and that. You know, that's not, no. Let's just cut this off now. Let's stop this nonsense and let's like get it back to better, okay? Let's get it back to better. Let's do better as a human people. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so just remember that. This is your time to still stay strong, that like we're going to be getting married, and that when we get married, we will be coming together as pure bodies, okay? So just remember that. Coming together, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful getting to wait and have that moment with your honeydew on your honeymoon. Just know that. Just know that if you break that, it's gone. It's gone. It's not the same when you get married and then go on that honeymoon. It's just not the same. Don't let people fool you. Don't let them lie to you. No. Do it the right way, okay? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just know that. Alright. For anybody that wants to send me an email and you want to talk more about this, you've had like, you know, you've gotten engaged, or you've just gotten proposed to, you're watching this video for the first time and you're like, I just got proposed to, I want to talk to her, or I want to talk to her audience, or I want to share with more people about like our love story, our engagement story, our proposal story. If you are that person and you feel like you just need to get it out, you know, just want to come on the platform, you want to talk about it, or you just want to talk to me, that's fine. Like, you don't have to come on to the platform to talk about it to the world. But, I mean, it's kind of cool if you do, but it's okay if you don't. And if you do, send me an email at yourcontentcreator@yahoo.com. Once again, yourcontentcreator@yahoo.com. I hope that you guys have really, really enjoyed this episode. I know that, like, for those of you who have been on this journey with me thus far, this is exciting. This is exciting. We have spent the last 18 episodes talking about preparing for marriage before he proposes. And now we're going to be talking about preparing for marriage after the proposal. You guys, I cannot wait. We're getting there. We're planning this wedding. little by little. There's going to be DIYs, there's going to be like the do-it-yourselves, the how-tos, how to do this if you're on a budget, how to do this if you're not on a budget and you just want to go all out, like you've got the money. We're going to talk about all the sides and all the things on how to plan your wedding the right way, okay? And so, especially if you're doing it for marriage, you're trying to get to the marriage, okay? So, all right, you guys, I will see you lovebirds in the next episode. Bye!
Lights, camera, action, baby, strike a pose. Phones and cameras out, just watch it all unfold. We're the stars of the show, ain't no need for filters. Living life through the lens, capturing our thrills. Put away your phones and cameras, let the good times roll. Our content creators got it all under control. From weddings to events, parties, travel and brands, we're living the paparazzi life, it's all in our hands.
Lights, camera, action, we're ready to go. We're professionals, don't you already know? From TikTok to Instagram, we're taking the lead.